Hello. So today I thought I would like to invite you to take part in doing a little body scan meditation. And this is a good tool to have in our kit box, especially when we talk about grounding ourselves and how we can ground ourselves. And one of the good ways to do it, which I like to do for myself, is to do a body scan. And by doing the body scan, we're focusing on each part of the body, and we are focusing on a non-judgmental way. We are just noticing and acknowledging what's going on in each part of the body. We're not there to judge, we're not there to fix, we're just noticing, taking note. So this tool will help you to stay grounded, and it will help you to notice what's going on in your body, because these aches and pains and stiffnesses that happen in our body can be related to what's going on for us emotionally. Emotions that we've held on for years, emotions with life that's happening now. If we don't process them, they get stuck in bits of the body. And that's why therapies such as Reiki and somatic body therapy and any type of energy therapy is really good for recognising that and moving it. Also things like massage therapy as well helps us come back from our mind into our felt selves, into our bodies, and realise what's going on. Our heads are so busy, we're so up wondering what we're going to do next, what we're going to make for dinner, what our next appointment is, what's happening at work. We live in our heads so much that we forget about what's happening in our bodies. And our body is so important to us because we only have one body in each lifetime, and it's our vehicle for our journey. So we need to take note and look after it. And if we do that, we start to feel better. So one of the things with the body scan, we are looking to feel grounded. And when we talk about grounded, we think of the root chakra. So the root chakra is at the very bottom, the bottom of your back, at your bottom, and it's the first chakra. And it's the first chakra that's developed even before we were born. So when we're in the mother's womb, and then the first year of our lives, that's when it's really getting developed. So when we talk about things like childhood trauma, and we talk about do you know how your birth was when your mother gave birth to you? Was it traumatic? And the reason we ask questions like this is because it has a huge impact. As tiny babies, when we come into the world, we have no means of looking after ourselves. We need to survive. So we need the caregivers and people around us to look after us so we can survive. Our legs don't work properly, so we can't run away. We can't use our voices, so we can't speak our needs. We haven't had limited experience of the world, so we don't really know what's happening anyway. So if you've had trauma in that first year of life, or even before you came into the world, that is where it's held. It's held in your root chakra, and that could cause blockages. So Reiki or body energies can help realign and clear that blockage. So part of being grounded is part of being in touch with the earth's plane. I mean, our minds can go different places. We could use our imagination to go here, there and everywhere. But our bodies, we're very limited. We're on this earth plane. So we need to be grounded to it, so we could cope with anxieties, and so we can feel better and feel good about ourselves. So I would like to invite you to take part in a little body scan. So if you can get yourself feeling comfortable, you could sit on a chair or you could lie down. If you're sitting on a chair, it's good to have your feet firmly planted on the ground. So as you're sitting or lying comfortably, I'd like you to take some conscious deep breaths. So by conscious, I want you to breathe in through your nose. You can breathe out through your nose or breathe out through your mouth, whatever feels more comfortable, but always breathe in through your nose. This will automatically get your nervous system to calm down. So in this practice, we are going to scan our whole body. We are going to take note of what's going in our body. We are not there to judge. We are there to accept and take note. At the end of the day, our bodies are wonderful vessels. They carry us. They are a huge part of our journey on the earth's plane. So feel grateful for your body. Your body does amazing things. So we can start at the top of the head. Take notice of your forehead. How does it feel? Down to your eye sockets. How does your eyes feel? Take note. Do not judge. Now we can move down to the nose. How does your nose feel? Is there any sensations? Is there any burning or tightness? Then we can move down to the jaw, to our tongue. What's our tongue doing? How does the jaw feel? Is it loose? Does it feel tight? Take note and do not judge. And we can work our way down across the shoulders and at the back of the neck. How does that area feel? Does it feel loose and limp? Does it feel flexible and supple? Or is there a tightness, a stiffness? And then we can move down the arms, down to the elbow joint. How does that joint feel? Does it feel loose? Does it feel tight? Does one side feel heavier than the other? All the way down to the wrists. How do those wrists feel? Over the hand. Take a note. Now to the fingers. Take time and go over each finger. Thumb, middle finger, all the way to that little pinky finger. How does those fingers feel? And then we can move back up to across the chest, to the throat. What sensations are you feeling there? Does your throat feel dry and closed? Or does it feel lubricated and free? And all the way down the chest, across the chest, what do you feel? And all all the way around the back of the chest. Take note what sensations. Focus on that body part. Focus on what you are feeling in that body part. You can move to the bottom of the back, at the waist, at the bottom of the spine. Take note of any sensations that you are feeling, any tightness. And then we can move back round to the stomach, to the solar plexus and the sacral area. What sensations are going on there? Remember, we are not judging. We are grateful for this body. This body is precious. And then we can move down over the pelvis. Take note if there's any sensations in this area. And then we could move down over the legs to the top of the thighs. These are the legs that carry us from A to B, sometimes from A to Z, then back again. And round the back of the legs, the back of the thighs. How do they feel? What sensations are they? Remember, no judgment. We are accepting, we are taking note. And to the knees. How do those knees feel? Does the joint feel supple and soft and flexible? Or is there a stiffness, a tightness, a gripping? Observe, take note. And then we can move to the shins. Focus on those shins. How do they feel? And then to the back, to the calves. How is those calf muscles? Are they tight? Are they loose? Are they supple? Do they feel strong or do they feel weak? No judgment, just take note. And then we can move to the ankles. What sensations do we have in those ankles? How do those ankles feel? Do they feel like they could move easily, flow like fluid? Or do they feel a little bit sticky or a little bit stiff? And then we can move over the foot. How does those feet feel? Those feet that we use for dancing, those feet that we use for walking, our wonderful feet. How do they feel? And then we can move to the toes. Your big toe, how does that feel? Take note. Move to the other toe. Scan all those toes to the little toe. How do those toes feel? As we lie or sit there, nice and relaxed, taking note of our bodies, feeling grateful for our bodies. We can bring this meditation to a close, but firstly, we can visualize from the top of our head a beautiful bright light. Could be white, could be rainbow, could be any colour that you wish. And let this light flow down through our bodies. Let the light illuminate out from within, all the way down to the throat, to the chest, to the tummy, all the way down the legs, knees, calves, shins, ankles and feet, illuminating beautiful light, healing light. And take a few moments to start to come back to us. Give your toes a little wiggle. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Maybe shrug the shoulders. Gently move the neck side to side. Then open your eyes and come back to us. I hope you enjoyed the body scan. I hope it made you feel nice and relaxed and grounded. And I hope you've taken note of all the different sensations and feelings in your body. And what you might like to do next is get a notepad and bit of paper and write these down. So if you felt tension in your jaw, you could write that down. Write it all down. And another good exercise to do after that is when you write it down, is to take away the body parts, and then you're left with a statement of saying stiff, not flexible, sticky, stuck, soft, good. And then you can look at that and you could compare it to how you're feeling in life. Do you feel a bit stuck and sticky, or do you feel flexible and go with the flow? It just gives a little insight. So any questions, just get in touch. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel nice and relaxed. And remember, do not judge. Be thankful. Our bodies are wonderful. And the more time we spend focusing on them, the more we become accepting of them. Bye.